Rise, or this will be your resting place.
I had been caught off guard, knocked cold by a monster. The woman mocked my vulnerability, my oafishness with cruel insults. Yet we had only just met.
Do anything to slow me down, you'll be the first to die.
Her name was Sortiara, and she was displeased at being my partner. It is the stone-cold truth. Many, taking the ordeal, forfeit their lives. Sortiara grinned, flashing her teeth after routing the goblins. It was the first time I saw her smile. I told her that she looked better when she was angry. She almost killed me for that. But little did I know that I would never see her smile again. And worse, the memory of her smile would haunt me forever. Half of those who attempt the Sorcerer's Ordeal will die. This was perhaps the only thing we knew for sure. The grueling Sorcerer's Ordeal is administered by Avalon. By passing the ordeal, one could join the society and become a fully fledged sorcerer. She was just another person who signed up along with me.
Follow my lead. Death to all.
Anything I told her fell upon deaf ears. But I knew this could work in my favor. I was wise to keep my distance, so that I could be done with her when the time came. And we both knew that eventually that time would come. Better not to get too attached. Sortiara mercilessly pounded away at the slaughtered monster. It was dead beyond any doubt. I tried to stop her, but she glared at me enraged, saying,
"Get in my way and you will be next."
It was nightfall. As we sat warming ourselves at the bonfire, I heard a sob. Sortiara was weeping, clutching her right arm. The Blight. A deformation of the right arm, the price we sorcerers pay to wield magic. The sight of her tears brought pangs to my heart. I gently caressed her back in solace. Her sobs echoed in the dark of night. I could only imagine her pain as my hand rested upon her sobbing frame. The arm smarts. It was an odd expression, but Sortiara spoke of her bloodlust thus. This monster was once human. A sorcerer who had misused his magic and transformed himself into a monster. We sorcerers are tasked with the disposal of such lost men. Looking at the beast, Sortiara said,
Don't think, kill!
it was an order. As if I needed to be told. We all know that sorcerers are in the business of murder. Flaunting the rules, I offered my hand. This monster had taken countless lives. But even so, I had never heard such a sincere thank you. It was a wonderful thing to hear. In the end, we had shirked our duties. I decided at least to relish the moment. We had spared a life, and it was a good thing. Had she lied to me? She had told me from the very beginning.
Beware. I will kill you in an instant, if it furthers my aims.
But then something happened that made me wonder. She shielded me from a monster, as if prepared to die for me. But why? I have no value to one such as her. It made little sense. But whatever the case, it may be harder than I had thought to let this woman die. I was determined to overcome this fight. Why did you look after me? I asked Sortiara as she awoke. I was dismissed.
Leave me be.
Her tone was not to be trifled with. As she took to her feet, she muttered something.
I felt at peace when I felt your touch.
Is that why she shielded me from that beast? A gentle touch. I meant it as nothing more. She gave me only curt replies.
Shut your mouth. Be quiet, half-wit. Is it death you crave?
Her answers were always the same and never rang true.
It is beyond my control.
That was how she explained the bloodlust within her.
The sight of blood disgusts me.
Sortiara said this with a sigh. She continued despondently.
Yet no one believes me.
I told her that was not true. She calmed herself and said,
Thank you.
We heard a howl from dead ahead. The appointed victim of my ordeal. I finally understood my partner, and the ordeal would soon end. I knew this was coming. I knew that our partnership was cursed. And that one of us would have to die. We survived. The monster was vanquished, and we both had our lives. But all was not well. Half of all who undertake this ordeal forfeit their lives. That much was unmistakable. Indeed, that is why I was careful not to grow too close to Sortiara. But nevertheless, the truth was simple. I thought of her as a friend. I realized this was dangerous. My resolve was being tested. My resolve as a sorcerer. There was only one thing to do. I had to make a sacrifice for the ordeal. I had to sacrifice the life of my partner. I had to stop myself from feeling any sense of camaraderie. For such emotions could only get in the way. So much happened on the journey. Sortiara was at once cruel and kind, barbarous and gentle. These memories haunt me. I wish them gone, I do. For they tear away at my heart. My eyes met hers. She probably felt exactly the same as I did. Her memories live on. It is the only consolation there is on this cruel ordeal we faced together. Sortiara's memories and emotions came flooding through my right arm. Along with something dark and terrifying. The blight of true sacrifice. It feels like she is still somewhere inside there. Sortiara's bloodlust is now my own. I dread to think of what will become of me, body or mind. And so, I started this journal. My ill fate may not be far off. The signs have begun to manifest. But even now, my right arm tells me that she is still here. With all of her hatred, all of her sorrow, and a dash of hope. This sensation is all that comforts me. in my loss of a true friend. Several days later, my admittance into Avalon was confirmed. Avalon coordinated sorcerers and their monster extermination. It was here that I met him. The man with eternal life. Sortiara's soul dwells in my right arm. The soul speaks to me in a faint voice. I have decided to jot down what I can make out, so that it may serve as a record, so that someone, somewhere, can one day read of the sorceress Sortiara.
There is no denying that I was insane. It was triggered when I discovered the secret of my birth. Defiled as I was, I came to despise the world and envy all within it. What an abhorrent woman I became. Detesting all the world offered, selfishness led to self-loathing. Deep within me, I nurtured a hideous monstrosity known as bloodlust. When we first became partners, you too were a target of my hate. With your righteous manner, you were everything I was not. Of course, I was terribly alone, living as I had for so long. I had never known a single friend. Until I met you. When you patted my back, that alone eased my suffering beyond measure. I felt happiness. If we had met under different circumstances, we could have been... No, that's unlike me. I allowed myself to imagine what could never be. And so I bear you no ill will. Although my life was spoiled by hatred, in my final moments, I felt what it means to be human. Thank you. However, I must apologize. My bloodlust has now passed into your right arm. Therein lies the terrible monstrosity reared deep within my soul. My first and final friend, I can only hope this foul horror will not beget your destruction. Until my dying breath, I prayed for only that.
It isn't easy staying propped up like this. It actually takes quite a lot of balance. So do me a favor, hands off. No poking or prodding.